It's Levack Goz on 104.5 The Team.
Every Monday we go through the weekend, guys. Combs the world of sports, looking for things that could be real, meaning we are seeing just a glimpse of what is to come, or are mirages and not real at all. It is Monday Mirage. It's a little early. We usually do it at 4.
And we got bumped because of Will Brown, so we're going to start with the U Albany basketball and Siena themed one here for Real or Mirage. Real or Mirage, this is the most hyped up Albany Cup that you can remember.
Absolutely real. 100% real. The Raiders play Carolina at 4:25 on Sunday. I'll be at the Albany Cup. You know what I mean? Like this back and forth is great. It was already great game-wise because both teams look really, really good. Like, Will's in a little bit more of a transition with the Great Danes right now than Jimmy Patsos is with Siena. Siena looks like the completed project right now. But all in all, this should be a heck of a game. Should be a lot of fun. And then you add in the sniping that's been going on, and now I really want to see it.
For someone who's not local, when big events like this happen, you usually hear, oh, it's the best since. Like when U Albany had that big win over Buffalo, people said, well, it's the best win since they beat Delaware with Joe Flacco.
Right.
Like there was comparison to say, oh, it's the best. Nobody's even talking about another Albany Cup that's been like this. Like, oh, it's the best. No, like this is by far and away compared to everybody, whether you're local, whether you've been in the market for a while. Everyone's saying the hype around this with the coaches' personalities, with the programs on the rise. Both could be NCAA tournament teams this year, which has never happened before. I am thrilled to be at this game on Sunday. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome for the Capital Region.
You don't think it'd be better if it's at the TU Center?
You're just trying. I see what you did there, and I'm going to move on to number 2. I see what you're trying to do there.
I'm kidding, Will.
Monday Mirage is Real or Mirage here for number 2. The weekend was a victory for the Buffalo Bills.
Real, they won, but a lasting victory, no. Mirage, they're not good enough. They're not doing the playoffs this year. I'm sorry. I thought they were going to. I thought their athletes were going to carry them there. No, Mirage. This is a good but not good enough team.
You and I have emotions when our teams play, whatever it is. You feel it during a game. I've watched Raider games with you. You've watched Buccaneer games with me. We're a little crazy during it. If you're a Bills fan, there's no way at the end of that game you thought, okay, we won, but I'm thrilled. I'm in a good mood. I'm happy with everything that happened involving the injuries. Yeah. Robert Woods gets hurt. LaShawn McCoy gets hurt. Tyrod Taylor kind of has to piece it together. And even though they win that game over Cincinnati, A.J. Green tears up a little bit of his hamstring. Could have been a lot different if A.J. Green's out there for the majority of the game. You have all these injuries happen to the Buffalo Bills, and you have to lean on guys who maybe just aren't ready to go, and it's tough. Bills, it almost seems like you're jinxed. How about this? The team sits at 5-5 right now. And for some franchises, you think, okay, right in the playoff mix, things can be better, but things are okay. For Buffalo, it's now 16 years in a row that after 10 games, they do not have a winning record. Think about that. 16 years you can't even hit the week 10 with a winning record? It happens again, even though you get by the Bengals. Doesn't feel like a victory. I'm going Mirage. Didn't feel like a victory for me.
Well, that and the story with McCoy's thumb. We tried to pop it back in, wouldn't go, so he had to have it surgically put back into place this morning. He will play next week, allegedly.
You're 5-5 right now, and you have matchups with the Jaguars and Browns still left on your schedule. And Bills fans aren't excited. Are they? Maybe Bills Mafia is. But
Bills Mafia is always excited.
I guess it just doesn't feel like that way. It just doesn't feel like a victory.
If Bills Mafia can put up, portable tables in a parking lot and throw down on a Sunday, Bills Mafia is happy.
At the cap, as we always want to call it now.
Ralph.
Real or Mirage, Les Miles will be the next head coach of the Texas Longhorns.
God, I want that to be real. I'm going to say real just because if there's one place he could go and just kind of flip off the world of college football, it's there, right? I mean, he and the mascot can get together, eat grass before every game, win a bunch of games.
Are you talking about the actual Longhorn?
Yeah. And they'll go out and be like, here you go, Bessie, or whatever it's I don't know what, whatever. Colty. I don't know what his name is. Here, have some grass. Here, oh yeah, it's good grass, huh? All right, let's go. Let's get him.
How about this name? Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly's 11 years younger than Les Miles, and this shouldn't matter because it doesn't make you a worse coach. You don't forget football when this happens. But because Chip Kelly hasn't been fired from a college football program like Les Miles had been at LSU, does that make Texas boosters more happy about it? You know what I'm saying with this? Like, we know Les Miles isn't good enough in the SEC. Why is he good enough for Texas? Well, Chip Kelly's piecing together something in San Francisco. He's had double-digit wins for the Eagles, and they could lure him away if they want him.
I think Chip Kelly is already going. Chip Kelly's either going to stay in San Fran for one more year, or he's going to go rescue the Ducks, the 4-7 Oregon Ducks. Yeah, I think if he goes anywhere, I can just see him riding in on the Duck mascot, waving to his people. I'm back. I'm here to save you.
I'm back to Eugene, make you guys relevant again.
And there'll be a uniform that'll look like Chip Kelly.
Put his face right on the helmet, right on the side.
Right on the helmet.
Here's the one thing I'll say about the Texas Longhorn football coach search. You are going to hear some outrageous names tossed out there. And you're going to read reports and stories on social media, and you're going to think as a sports fan, no, that can't be real. No, that's too much. They have so much money, and they're so willing to overpay for somebody at Texas that any name you hear, I believe there's someone who is a Texas billionaire or millionaire saying, yeah, no, we're serious. We want that guy to coach the Longhorns going forward. Real or Mirage, your number 4. Tonight is the last time we will see an NFL game in Mexico City.
Dear God, I hope so. Mirage, because they're too greedy. They're going to keep trying to make money out of Mexico. But just when you see the notice that was given to the teams, don't bring money, don't bring jewelry, don't leave the hotel. Literally, do not leave the hotel. Don't eat unless we feed you. Don't drink the water. Like
the NFL always worried about player safety.
So you got a 6-3 and a 7-2 team going toe-to-toe in Mexico. And whoever wins could very well be without like 4 starters next week because they could have I'm sorry, how did Michael George on Twitter want me? His kid said they could have splatter poopies. Okay?
I'm with you, Levack. I think it's Mirage because there's a lot of money involved. No, you know what? I'm going to go with real. I thought about the same thing you did, but I'm going to go with real because if someone gets hurt tonight, in the sense that it's 2,000 feet higher than Denver, so there's these issues like breathing when you're playing.
The fourth quarter is going to be so much fun.
Aztec Stadium is so high in elevation. Yeah, you're right that someone could collapse on the field tonight, and the NFL is going to have a huge mess on their hands. They think, oh, we're a league about player safety. We always have the player safety first. Okay, you're going to play at altitude you've never played for, more than likely in your entire life. You can't leave your hotel room. We don't know the spot in Aztec Stadium as a venue we're going to use again in the future, but enjoy it on Monday Night Football. Okay, NFL, we'll see how much money you really make from this game going forward, and if it's worth it for the backlash that may come publicly from it. Number 5 here, Real or Mirage. We will see 3 playoff teams play on Thanksgiving Day. Now, here's the lineup. The Lions, the Cowboys, the Vikings, the Colts, Steelers, and Redskins. We're going to see 3 playoff teams on Thanksgiving Day.
Okay, 3 of them have to make the playoffs. Dallas is in. Minnesota. I'm going to go Mirage. There's only 2 playoff teams. It is either Detroit or Minnesota will make it, and Dallas will make it.
I looked at the Colts. I watched the Redskins last night. They looked so impressive. The Colts in that AFC South, as bad as Houston is in comparison to the other division leaders, I probably am still leaning towards them hanging on to that division. Redskins at the NFC is going to be so tough for somebody to jump over the Giants, but maybe they're going to have enough later on, but I'm not ready to put stock in them yet. The Steelers, if they can stay healthy, they've become the New York Knicks of the NFL. If they can stay healthy, we'll figure out what the team they are. I guess I'm going with you, Levack. I'm going 2-2. I'm going with somebody out of the NFC North and the Cowboys. I gotta say Mirage as well, but I wouldn't say it's out of the question that all 6 of those teams could be in the playoffs, right? We could watch 6 playoff teams. You could make a case for all 6 making the playoffs.
No,
the Houston Texans could blow the lead in the South.
No.
The Texans could catch up in the North over the Ravens. The Vikings maybe could swing by and maybe get that 6th seed in the NFC.
Yeah, but if they have it, then it couldn't be all 6. It could maybe be 5. Because either Detroit or Minnesota could win their division. That leaves a wild card for them, a wild card for Washington. And you mean to tell me the Giants aren't going to get in there?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So just somebody's getting left out of that dance. But I think 2, maybe 3, but 2, I would say 2.
Real or Mirage here, the last one. Apple pie is your favorite dessert on Thanksgiving Day.
That is a Mirage, my friend. My family, for decades now, has been making a chocolate pudding pie in which you put whipped cream on top of. That is second to none.
Are you going to bring that on Monday?
That does not survive past Thursday. What do you think we are, rookies?
You know, I thought mine was chocolate pie too, and I just heard yours, man. Like, I felt like that was going to be my dessert, but yours sounds so much better than what I've been dealing with for years now that I want to mine be your favorite. Can I switch my answer?
You can come on board.
Okay, but I'm doing this so I can taste it.
And
I hope you know my intentions.
We may actually break out apple pie at some point, but only if we've got vanilla ice cream to put on top of it, and it's fresh from the oven.
You know, I feel like I shouldn't like dessert as a favorite meal for Thanksgiving. I like the turkey and the mashed potatoes. All that's good, but there is a point, and it's during that, like, halftime of the 425 game where, like, I could really get into some pie right now. Like, I'm kind of looking forward to that as a whole thing.
It's
after
like a
the
palate
nap.
cleanser. It breaks between the two. Because my favorite is the leftover. And I call it the leftover because I take everything and I mix it into one awesomeness, like sandwich, and then I'm good. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. Now, see, it's Monday, and I got all these days to wait.
This is what happens when we have a short week. We're off Thursday and Friday, so we have to address the pressing issues, like what we're going to eat on Thanksgiving Day and the playoff teams that could possibly be played.
They're going to have to wheel me in. I'm going to be at the Albany Devils game on Saturday, and then the Albany Cup on Sunday. You guys are going to have to wheel me in like Hannibal Lecter. I'm going to have the guard over the mouth to keep me from eating on a hand cart. Nice Chianti.
Don't get your fingers too close to Levack. They think they're French fries.
Is that cotton candy? You got cotton candy, kid? Come here, kid. Give me that cotton candy.
Real Mirages, they're really at 3:15 today, and they're really over.
Sad but real, my friends.